What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Dave and Buster's. I'm your host, Heather. Oh boy, it feels like every 3 months I say the following words. We're back, baby. The Big Fish Podcast is officially back swimming in the stream, and it's feeling pretty good. We had some technical difficulties because I have an addiction to rebranding, and it's better that than drugs. And speaking of an addiction to drugs, my next guest has been addicted to the drug of procrastination. He has been making content for many, many months now, and he has recently released his big season 1 finale, and I knew who better to have on the first rebranded sort of episode of The Big Fish than someone that I know very well, and someone who, frankly, is going to put Scott the Woz in his grave and take his place on the Mount Rushmore of comedy sketch video essay men.
Oh my lord.
Ladies and germs, put your hands together for the following gentleman, Mr. LukeOnDemand. Hi, Luke.
Hi.
How are you?
That phrase is not necessary. Thank you.
You're going to put him in the grave, brother.
Sorry for this. Normally I would be in my normal setup, but I was on vacation. I just got back home, but I'm staying at a cousin's house tonight. So I'm currently sitting on his bed recording this.
You did indeed pick a terrible time for me to introduce video to the Big Fish Podcast. So if you were watching, if you're currently listening on streaming services, this is a test episode to see if the video aspect works, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of video. So check it out if you will, or if you don't, who gives a fuck? You can still listen to it on streaming, but there will be video this time. It's not just a waveform or a funny wave background. You will actually see me and Luke talking. So
look at us. Look at me. Hey,
what's your shirt say?
Maui. It's not where I went. I've never been to Hawaii.
Where'd you go? Dox yourself.
I went to Seaside, Florida.
Oh yeah, you can say because you're going on vacation. No one cares about vacation.
It's very expensive there.
What'd you do?
Just kind of hung out, edited.
Yeah, that was weird. You did go on vacation to edit, pretty much.
I did not edit the entire time I was there. It was only a morning and night whenever no one was doing anything.
We'll get to that, Luke. Don't you?
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Luke has a horrifically terrible sleep schedule, so it's not really like too.
Not anymore. But we're just getting into good enough podcast talk right now. Did you guys know I had a podcast with Jake?
If you guys are unaware, me and Luke actually have a podcast. We have a podcast together. No, it's the Good Enough Podcast.
We're ending the podcast right now.
We are ending the podcast. We're only doing the Big Fish. Fuck these guys. Big Fish Jake is the evil Jake, and he won.
That's true.
A fun fact, we actually met on the Big Fish Podcast. I met Luke on the Big Fish Podcast.
This is
true. I also met Jackson on the Big Fish Podcast in a different setup where it was Luke and Jackson because I was too pussy to ask him to do it solo. Because I thought you and him were boys, and I was like, "Yeah, just get your boy on."
I just messaged him once before.
Yeah, I thought you guys were chill, but whatever.
That's my first time speaking to him as well, I believe.
It blossomed into a very beautiful friendship, so
good times.
Not too shabby. And now it's full circle. This is your first return episode.
It is.
I think now you're technically the first 3-time guest. I'm pretty sure. Pat is 2.
I kind of cheated because I was with Jackson.
You did cheat because you had, and Baz was 2. Yeah, so you are technically the first third man. You're like Jack White. You're the third man.
Wow, this is crazy.
So, Luke, for those of you who are unaware out there, steal a classic from Nardwuar. Who are you?
Well,
it's a classic question. How can you go wrong?
It is a classic question. My name's Luke. I make bad YouTube videos. However, I work way too hard on those bad YouTube videos. I recently just finished season 1 of my show, LukeOnDemand, which you can find at youtube.com/c/LukeOnDemand. Crazy, I know.
You got your own fucking, what's it called? Not domain. Is it domain?
Channel link or whatever?
Yeah, link. You
can get that easy, dude. Anyone can
But you need 1,000 subscribers, right?
I think it's lower now.
Really?
Actually.
Maybe.
Continue. But... yeah, and then I do that and a podcast of Jake and Jackson called the Good Enough Podcast. So that's what I do. I'll just leave it at that for now. You'll probably ask me some more questions after.
Luke makes content. That's what he's here for.
Mm-hmm.
So, Luke, the content that you're most known for, Eminem's Trilogy of Trash. Let's talk about your favorite rapper, Eminem. No, I'm kidding. But I'm gonna pretend like this is the press junket. I'm Howard Stern, and you're every celebrity ever. Talk about the big reason why you're here. The big season 1 finale.
Okay, yeah. So it's been a running joke amongst you and Jackson and my fans
And Twitter,
and Twitter in general, that I have been working on my season 1 finale for 6 months. And a lot of people have put that up to procrastination. And as many times as I can say, I promise you I've been working on it this entire time, which is true. People will just be like, you've been procrastinating it. But I finally put it out. It was 81 minutes long. So like feature length.
That's a
film. Yeah, essentially just a movie. I finally put it out, and it is now my second best performing video in 2 days. I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
I was happy with how it worked out. Yeah. Pretty cool stuff.
So give the people an elevator pitch who aren't necessarily familiar with your channel. So let's deal with the finale. What is the LukeOnDemand brand that you're dealing with in YouTube channel monetization, media creation?
Think about it like this. Imagine serialized television show about reviewing music. There you go.
That's a pretty good elevator pitch, actually.
Yeah.
You did a good job. Usually people don't know what an elevator pitch is, but that was literally an elevator pitch.
That's the best way I can describe my channel. So, yes. I'm so out of my element. I'm not used to being, like, interviewed, you know? Like, I've done this a couple times.
Before. You've done the big fish before.
I know. I've done this a couple times, but I'm so used to, like, being the joke guy and not like answering stuff.
You could be the joke guy. You don't have to be
balls.
There we go. Back to the good old Luke. So the 6 month creation process. One question, one word. Why?
Well, a lot of aspects came into it. Near the end of the cycle, like around May, the reason that pushed it back a lot was because I was starting a job and I was starting finals at college. That really pushed it back. Also, when I was like getting really into working on it, one thing that slowed me down was I started having a whole girlfriend situation in my life. So that was kind of like new and weird, and that was like, oh, I should probably like focus on this for a little bit. But mainly a lot of it was just script writing, research, obviously listening to music. For anyone that doesn't know, I had to listen to all of J. Cole's discography, not his like mixtapes or anything, just his solo material. And that's 6 albums, but for someone who, I guess this is not spoiling the video, but like for someone who I find incredibly mediocre, having to listen to his albums quite literally 3 or 4 times for this video was draining beyond belief, because that's not like a thing that you can like, oh, today I'm going to listen to this album 3 times in a row whenever you don't really like it, you know, like it gets kind of boring and I hate it.
He hates it. It's like an uphill battle more.
It really is. It's like, it's hard making content about stuff that you don't particularly love.
Yeah.
Like even when I like it, it's like easier and I just have some like nitpicks here and there, but like if it's something I truly like there were some albums I liked, but I was never crazy about an album. So like it was just kind of difficult.
And you didn't even like just go brush over the albums. I bargain to say you went track for track in almost every single album.
I did. I went track for track for every single one. I believe except for the last one, but I'm not going to spoil that joke because I thought that was probably the best joke of the video, honestly.
I thought it was a good joke. I think all the jokes in there kind of landed. And
no, thank you.
This is going to sound shitty, but like you kind of have to watch the whole channel to understand the finale.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like, it's good, like in a sense, because then you get more eyes on.
I think it's a lot of it is like standalone good, but then there's another part of it, like there's a whole, like I don't think there's a skit in that video that you can watch and understand if you have not caught up on the lore, which is probably like not the best way to format a YouTube channel, but like fuck it, who cares?
Well, you're treating it like it's television, because like you wouldn't watch season, like the finale of season of a show just without watching the first season, so it's a different way of approaching it.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily.
No, definitely. Yeah, well, it's just different because on YouTube like YouTube promotes more like individual videos. That's why you barely see series anymore on like YouTube channels. Like you'll have a rare one, but a lot of the time, like whenever YouTubers do series, it's like still individualized. Like let's say it's like a Minecraft series or something. Someone could be like, "Oh, I'm gonna do Hunger Games," but like each episode of Hunger Games is different, and it's not like, I think the closest thing we have to like serialized content nowadays, at least on the internet, is like podcast. Because if you think about it, like podcasts, even though they are still individual, like if you listen to a podcast from beginning to end, you'll be in on like all the like inside jokes and stuff, all that stuff. But yes, yeah, sorry to anyone that was like, I can't wait for this 80-minute long Luke on Demand video, just for them to be very confused that the first 10 minutes I don't even talk about an album.
I showed Tiffany the first 10 minutes, and I had to tell her, I was like, it's not like this for the rest of it. I promise. It's not.
Does she not like it? Does she not like it?
I think her exact words were, where's his charisma? Where's his Aries energy?
Because my character didn't want to do anything. I was being put through.
Once we got through we got to the good stuff.
Yeah. I'm willing to talk about spoilers if you want, but I say we do that later. I say we do that later. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. This is a spoilery question. All right, not in the universe of Luke on Demand, but in you, the man, Luke sitting in his cousin's bedroom. Why was J. Cole the idea for the finale? Like, I know why it is, and if you watch the video, you know why it is in the lore, but in your own brain, why was J. Cole like the end point?
So I guess this is like kind of answering a few different questions, but like I had this entire storyline beat for beat planned out 3 years ago. Like even before I started making videos, I kind of just had like an idea. I was like, if I were to make a YouTube channel, this is what it would be. And the reason I went with it was because I kind of had a similar storyline on a past YouTube channel, the YouTube channel that's now defunct, where this sounds so stupid, but the whole idea was it was a parody of like Leafy is Here, responding to like a hate account, and the hate account was called Big Ol' Wanker Boy, and it was the same thing where like it was a hater and I was like interacting with the hater or whatever like that. But that completely missed your question. I just thought I'd throw that in there. It's been planned to be J. Cole from the start. The reason it was J. Cole to be like the end game is because I thought in my head, I was like, all right, I don't want to like talk about an artist that is like super loved, and I don't want to talk about an artist that would be complete like 100% easy to just completely shit on. I was like, I need to come up with like the most absolutely middle of the road mediocre rapper possible, because to me that just made it way more funny that like this big dramatic thing was about the most mediocre rapper you can think of. And a lot of people probably would hear me say that and be like, what the fuck you, man? J. Cole's the best. And I'm just like, no, he's like so mediocre. And it makes it 10 million times more funny. Plus, I think J. Cole's fan base really helps it out too. Because like it can really like, I don't know if you've seen it, like the character really, yeah, that's all I can really say.
So you were looking to have more of a controversial edge toward, not controversial and like, cancel me on Twitter controversial, but more of something that will get people talking toward the end.
Yeah, like, kind of.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Plus, J. Cole's funny to me. I don't know why. He just cracks me up.
Jermaine Cole.
Jermaine Lamar Cole.
I can't think of like J. Cole, because you said, I don't know if this was purposeful, but like almost every single time you mentioned J. Cole, you just said Jermaine. You're like, yeah, Jermaine played good basketball. Yeah, Jermaine did this part in the vocals.
I did purposely say Jermaine a lot.
Yeah, I just can't think of him as anything but Jermaine
I love talking about rappers as their first names. Like, G-Eazy. Yeah. His real name's Gerald. And if
Gerald is such a funny fucking name.
And if I told myself, I was like, if I'm ever going to make a video about G-Eazy, I'm calling him Gerald the entire time. Yeah, the entire time. Because it's just funnier. It's way funnier.
So do you have every single like band / artist that you want to talk about set up for the season? Like Panchico, Eminem.
Oh, season 2?
Well, for season 1.
Oh,
was
for season
everything
1.
set up?
No. So what I actually wanted to talk about was not set up because I didn't. Well, not that I didn't know Black Midi when I started the season, but I wasn't a huge fan of Black Midi. So it's not like I started season 1 and was like, oh, episode 18 is gonna be Black Midi.
Yeah, about Black Midi.
I think down the line it became more like, okay, I want to talk about this episode, this episode, do a skit like this episode. But whenever I first started, it was kind of just like, I'm just gonna talk about music. Whatever I like, and then just throw in like a skit or like a story element. And to an extent, that's really how it was. Because I didn't even have the idea to make an Eminem video until Mickey T, fellow YouTuber / reviewer / podcast man, he said to me, he was like, haha, Luke, if you want to make like a video where you're hating on an artist, talk about Eminem. And I was like, oh yeah, I could talk about like Revival. And then I was like, oh, I could talk about three albums instead and make it like a whole big like project. So like in that case, it's not planned. But in other cases, like I knew I wanted to make a Panchico video. I knew I wanted to make a video where I was shitting on an artist after that. Then I knew I wanted to make Black Midi, and then blah blah blah, so on so on. So partially it got planned near the end. I think that just comes over time. So for season 2, I have the first 5 episodes planned already of what I want to talk about. But yeah, most of the time I don't really have an idea of what artist I'm going to talk about. It just kind of comes with it.
So for the storyline elements from the beginning of season
1 to
season
elements,
2,
I plan from storyline.
Yeah,
I have that 100% planned before I even start work on any video.
So for season 2, do you already have the storyline and all that stuff? Do you know what the finale is going to be for season 2?
Yeah, I know what the finale is going to be for season 2.
Are you worried that planning so ahead? Because I know that you started Luke on Demand 2020 or something.
2020, April 1st, 2020 is when I started it.
The biggest April Fool's joke of all. You started in 2020. Do you fear that you'd fall out of love with your idea, letting it marinate for so long?
I don't think so. I think if I'm I don't know, I'm big into telling stories, and part of me is okay, well, if I start a story, I have to finish it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I will say, especially with the whole J. Cole video, having that be so long and really starting work on that, starting in January and have it last that long. First off, that was not planned, but second off, it lasting that long kind of made it kind of made me dread finishing the season. Because I was oh, well, what if it's not going to be up to standards or something like that? But overall, I'd say whenever I start a story, I'm never I want to change this. I will say some things change. Let's say I don't know, my friend can't film that day, so I have to rewrite something. I still keep the main plot point beats or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, just stuff like that I have to change. But the overall the overarching story, I never change.
You never changed even once?
Maybe in season 1, I think I had a plan that it was going to be longer. I think I planned for it to be 25 episodes. And the more I thought about it, I was I like a 20 episode season way more. So I think I shortened it. And I think I had to pre-plan a lot of what I wanted to do. I think the character Roommate, I wanted more episodes with Roommate, but I graduated from high school where we both lived together because it was a boarding school. And so I had to film a bunch of clips of me in the room introducing videos that I knew I was going to film months in advance before I even made those videos, because I was well, I have to keep the continuity up where I'm in this room or something like that. But yeah, it's mainly just stuff like that, but the main plot points were really there, you know, none of that changed.
Well, speaking of the continuity, in the newest video, there's stuff that was filmed how long ago? At least months, right?
The first shots that were in that video, I won't spoil it, but the library scene like we're all in the library, like throughout the entire video, that was filmed May 2021.
Yeah, we were in currently June 2022. If anyone's curious.
Yeah, we filmed that a year ago, and to like accomplish that, I had to write, let's say like 80% of all the skits in the video. I had to write those so that I could film that, and then like once I got that filmed, I was like, okay, now I need to work on other stuff now, and that's like blah blah blah, you know, like stuff like that. But yeah, it was so stressful because like I don't have a camera. Like, thank God Apple cameras are good enough, because that's what I have to use right now. And just seeing all of those video clips in my camera roll, not even on like my laptop for me to like save, I got so stressed. I was like, what if I delete one of these on accident? And I'm like, but like that's just me being a dumbass and not like saving it anywhere. Yeah.
So if you did accidentally delete one of those, what would be your plan? If you did accidentally fucked up the continuity of
I'd probably just remove the skit, honestly, and just
you wouldn't try to refilm it or something.
I couldn't. All my friends were at college by that time. They're all like at different places. I was in Kentucky. Everyone else was like North Carolina. I don't have the money to just be like, hey, I'm gonna drive down,
fly you out. Yeah,
right. I'm gonna fly you and 3 other people out.
Sign this release form. Blah blah blah. I'm a professional.
Yeah.
So you must be really in love, or I don't want to say really in love, but you must really have everything ironed out, and you probably have to have everything ironed out if you're.
I am very particular about stuff like that. I'm very particular about that because I don't want anything to like get fucked up or anything like that. Like, yeah.
Okay, that's fair. So when we're looking towards season 2, you said you have 5 videos done, yeah.
Well, no, I don't have 5 videos done.
Well, you have 5 ideas.
Yeah, I have 5 ideas for the video. I have the first video script is halfway done. My plan is to finish the first 3 scripts before I even like go into the editing process.
Ooh.
That's not going to be like a long time because like these videos aren't going to be like 80-minute long epics. They're going to be like 10 minutes. So it should be fine. I'd say like maybe give me like a month and a half to 2 months, and then we'll be rocking and rolling, people. Yeah, he's giving me that stare because I hate putting dates on things, and I gave the J. Cole video so many dates historically, and that is why it became such a joke on the podcast and in Twitter.
The reason why the J. Cole video to me and Jackson and most of Twitter, like most of Luke's audience, was because of the fact that he would give dates. And it became hilarious because of how much. So, some context. This Big Fish episode was supposed to be filmed in March of 2022.
It's psycho that I even thought that was going to happen.
In February, I was like, oh, Luke, I want to start up the Big Fish. I want you to be the return episode. He's like, oh, okay, cool. And I'm like, all right, well, let's like line it up for your season finale. When do you think it'll be done? Yeah, like start of March. Like, definitely, like... around there,
dude. I was such a fucking idiot.
And then the start of March, it came and went. I'm like, all right, Luke. Well, what's the vibe here? He's like, I'll have it done by like at least by the end of April. Like literally no later than April. End of April came and gone. Luke, what's the vibe here? He's like, bro, if it comes out in June, it won't. It's gonna be May. May comes, June arrives. June 19th, it will be out. I did say
June 19th.
You gave the date June 19th. What day did it release?
June 30th.
That is correct. You did technically get it in during June because we're recording this on July 2nd. So close. You made it with
at the very last second, I got it, the buzzer beater.
I think you and me should switch the way we upload videos.
I agree.
I feel like you're more like the dates because like I love Fridays. I don't know why, but I feel Friday is a great time to upload. And you upload like in the middle of the week. Is there any particular reason for uploading?
I just am in the stance. Sorry, I keep stuttering. I'm in the stance that
He's drunk.
I am drunk. Once this video is done, I'm putting it out. Like that's how I feel. So I like, it was very difficult for me not, like, I even told you over like a group chat, I was very tempted to post the J. Cole video early because I really technically finished it the 28th.
A day early.
But I was like, I want it to be a big premiere, so I'm going to put it out on the 30th. And I was like, it's so annoying having it set as a premiere too, because once you set it as a premiere, you can't go back and watch the video. So I, like, whenever I watched the video, like, that was like me watching it in full for like maybe the third time. So yeah,
that would scare me. I heard Danny Brown talk about this once. I think it was with what's the Kenny Beats the Cave that he does.
Yeah, it's the Cave.
He did it with Danny Brown, and they were talking about sample use, but like samples in songs, and it kind of works in the same way. Like if I make it and I release it immediately, maybe I'm not vibing with it in like a couple days or like maybe a week or two. Where I kind of use that philosophy where like I let it marinate and I'll watch it like once a day for like a week, and then if I really fuck with it, I'm like, all right, time to go.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of the time, whenever I make a video, if I don't like it, like, I'll stop working on it like
Immediately
in the middle. Yeah, in the middle of me working on it. Like, there was I think you might remember this at the beginning of this year. Actually, I had like an idea. I was like, I'm gonna start like a second series on my channel, and I'm gonna call it Luke's Listening Along, and it's gonna be out of character, and it's gonna be me talking about albums that I heard this month.
I do remember saying that.
And I filmed an entire video for it, like 20-minute video. I was in the middle of editing it, and I got 10 minutes into editing it, and I was like, this is awful, and I completely scrapped it.
Will this resurface on either Luke's
I don't
archive
think so.
or
I don't
not
think so.
even?
Oh,
really?
Luke's video archive. Yes,
Yeah,
please shout out my second channel.
Luke's second channel
just started.
Currently 2 videos. What's the first video?
It's just their songs from season 1.
Yeah, the songs from
original
season 1,
soundtrack.
and then the second one is all of Roommate from season 1.
Yeah, it's
And
LukeOnDemand season 1, but it's
like
only
5
Roommate.
minutes of
It's 2.5 minutes.
Essentially
That's
just
literally the same shot.
still images. Yeah, pretty funny.
That's why I thought it was funny.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
You're a funny guy, Luke.
I love you.
I love
you,
too.
Jake. Yeah.
Me too. All right, sorry.
Sorry, that got
I
really
just
deep.
I blacked out for a couple seconds.
What was I talking about?
Music? I don't know.
No.
What I think differentiates you from the music audience, like, not only do you do the musical thing, like, you know, talk about the albums and funny haha, but you have just like skits, just dedicated skit videos on your channel.
I purposely did that. So like obviously people will watch this video and be like, just got the last guy. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Yes, I'm influenced by that. But one thing I've always complained about people that do skits in their videos is that they'll just never like do that, especially if their skits are like good. If you know your skits are good, you should like make dedicated skit videos. And me personally, like, whenever I started YouTube, that's all I did. So like, I can't imagine doing video essays like 24/7 with just skits thrown in there. I'm like, I have to have dedicated skit videos. So those are weird because like, once it comes around the time where I'm like, because I do a skit video every five episodes. It was a little different because obviously for the season finale you can't really do a skit video. I did a skit video before the season finale. But oh, there we go. Did you hear that?
Fireworks.
Fireworks, baby.
It's July 2nd, baby.
Yeah, should we just keep going? Or?
Yeah, just keep going. Who gives a fuck?
All right, we can hear it in the background.
We mentioned it. Yeah, no one will be scared.
Yeah, whatever. But it's weird whenever I get to the point where I'm like, okay, it's time to make a skit video. With the exception of Exposed, those are like very much like, all right, time to like write these skits out and film it within a week and put it out. Because like, I think like those are easily the fastest turnaround videos because not only are they the shortest, but they're also the fastest for me to make. I don't know why, but I like writing skits way more than like video analysis and stuff, or music analysis, I should say. But writing a skit to me is so easy because it's essentially just like, hey, what is funny up here? I'm just gonna write that down and I'm just not gonna think about it. Because most of the time, whenever I think of something funny, it's like, okay, if I stew on this for too long, it's gonna become unfunny. I'm just gonna put it there, and then I'm just gonna rock with it. So that's why, like, for internet drama, for example, literally I got done making the video before that, and I was like, what should my skit be? I don't know. And I think I was watching some video. It was like some dumbass videos, like the downfall of drama alert, and I was like, internet drama, like I can do that. And so I made a video about internet drama. The election was very topical because it came out literally, I think, the day Joe Biden was
sworn in. Yeah.
Was sworn in. Yeah. And then vlog channel was, I needed a roommate centric skit, but I didn't really know what it was about. And then I just was coming up with ideas. I was talking with Ash, the guy who plays roommate. I was like, oh, what's like just a random thing that you think about when you think YouTube? And I forget who it was, but one of us said vlog channel, and I was like, oh, that's it. We're doing that. It's funny because that video is not even really about the vlog channel at all.
Nah, not really. Story progression, more as.
Yeah.
All of them
more character development.
All of them aid in character development and story progression. One of the questions I was going to ask, which you kind of answered, was what you enjoy more doing, the skit-based videos or the video analysis. So I will lead into the second question, more difficult question, then why continue doing the musical analysis?
Ooh, because I like music. I like talking about music, and
so you like the music analysis, but you just like it less compared to the skit
videos. I like skits because they're a bit more original, but the thing is, like, my whole brand is music-based, right? And I've always liked music, and this is gonna sound lame because it sounds like I'm just doing what would like get clicks, but like no one's gonna click on a video that just says the vlog channel. You need like stuff beforehand on your channel to get people to come in, you know. But like, not to say like I don't care about music, because that's not true. Like, for Christ's sake, I wouldn't run a podcast with 2 other music reviewers if I didn't like music. I just think like skits I like more because I'm able to like express myself a little bit more, and with a let's say like just like a music analysis type beat, it doesn't feel run of the mill because I feel like I put my own little unique spin on it. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, well, there's millions of other music reviews on YouTube. Like, whenever I make a skit, this is like nothing else on YouTube is gonna be like the skit because it is my idea, you know.
I feel like that's starting to become more of a thing, not just in like the wider YouTube thing, but like even like personally, like me and Jackson, I think is a good example. We're putting more like skit based, like, I don't want to say character driven because you have like a literal story and stuff. We just have like little things, like Jackson with his the Sound of Nothing video, Slouse Him Alone, and I'm trying to put more skits in my videos. I definitely feel like that's you're catching the curve on the more story driven with musical aspects in there. Do you think that that's the way of the future, or do you think it's going to stay a little niche?
I think it's that was a loud one. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a little niche. I said this earlier, but it's just gonna be. It's hard to do that on YouTube and like really like push that. I've gotten very lucky in which that people will like actually watch like a full season of a random ass white dude talking about music, so that they understand the storyline. But I think for the most part it's gonna stay niche. I want to be surprised if more people try incorporating more like lore into their videos. Maybe not a full-on story, but like they have like callbacks and stuff. I think that's kind of the way of the future because fans enjoy that. And, you know, with streaming services and stuff, people are looking for a more like story-driven thing. So maybe not a full-on story, but like just the connecting pieces, I guess. So
I think a good example of like early YouTube lore stuff is Joji, also known as Filthy Frank. I think we've talked about this genre.
Yeah,
we definitely have talked about this.
He was a huge inspiration for me wanting to do story stuff because like no other channel was doing that whenever Filthy Frank did it. Like, say what you will about how vapid his videos are, but the amount of planning and like consideration and just effort that went into planning all that lore and storyline is wild for something as stupid as like guys in morph suits. Like, that's crazy, you know?
Yeah.
He wrote a whole book about it.
He did, the lore book. I have not read it. I
haven't either.
That needs to be on my bucket list. I got to read that before I die. And I think this is actually
Sounds like a good idea.
I think this is actually a really nice segue because we were talking about Joji, and I like talking about this with people because I think secretly everyone wants to pull a Joji, like get big on YouTube and then find some success in somewhere else. yeah, find success and leave. Do you have plans of? Is Luke on Demand a stepping stone, or do you plan on doing this for the foreseeable future?
As much as I would love to make movies and stuff, I just don't know if I have like the connections for that because I have a small channel. So it's like at the time of this interview,
I was gonna say at the time of this interview, Filthy Frank at one point was a small channel. Now look at him, Joji.
That is true.
He's certified platinum. I'm pretty sure.
God damn it! 4th of July.
All right. Just imagine that a small gnome is in his walls and he's tapping on the. He's trying to escape. Just pretend that's what's happening. He's in your walls, Luke.
My head is blocking the hole. Actually,
yeah. He's tapping. He's trying to knock his way out.
I have thought. So I think I've talked about this with you, like privately, maybe not publicly, but I have like had ideas for like full on like a book series, like a trilogy, or like a movie, like animated series type beat. But like for right now, I'm happy doing what I'm doing because I feel like on YouTube you get full creative control, and it's nice about the. Wow, that was a lot of them. It's nice to have that. And what scares me is like if I ever did make a book, or write a book I should say, or make a TV series or something, it's going to be a giant team of people saying, hey, you can't do that, or do this, or do that. Like, the only thing stopping me from doing something creatively on YouTube is if I get a copyright strike or not. That's it.
Facts, bro.
Like, and right now with only like 1K subs, I don't give a shit if I get copyright claimed for using the SpongeBob chase scene music at the end of an 80-minute long video. I don't care.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Out of everything in that video.
The two things that got claimed, that and
music.
The 5 seconds I used the music video for workout. Not even like KOD workout.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
That's hilarious. We talked about this a little bit. I don't think we were recording, but we were talking about Pyrocynical because he recently did a video. I forget which one, but it was about a horror game, and he had a story.
Iron Lung.
No, the one before Iron Lung. And now you got me looking. It's the one before Iron Lung. Hang on. I'm talking right now because dead air on a podcast is illegal, and I will be arrested if I stop talking. The video was, I'm looking at it right now. It's called Fortnite. The second best free game you never played. That's what we're going for. And at the end of the video, he has like a song, a copyrighted song that he's played, even though that he was trying to get permission for it.
I know exactly what you're going to talk about.
Yeah, he's trying to get permission for it, and it was running late because the people he was trying to get the clearance for was just like being late, and or it just didn't work or whatever. And he had a sponsor in that video, and the sponsor was like, hey, brother, you got to drop this. Do it. And he was like, no, I want this song in there. And they're like, all right, well, we're going to drop the sponsorship because we want the video out. And he left the sponsorship, left $80K on the table.
That is crazy.
And I was
never. I'm sorry, I couldn't.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was bringing up things with that with Luke's SpongeBob Chase music. If you were given the opportunity to have $80K or your full, unadulterated creative vision, would that be the case?
I would fucking just make my own Chase music. I would have to.
All right, here, let's make it a little bit more like in line. So the end of the finale, like the whole cathartic scene, let's say that was playing with copyrighted music over, and you're like, this is perfect, but they tell you to take out the copyrighted music. Like, this is literally the perfect scene. I can now think of a single song that would fit here. Would you change it?
For $80K though?
For $80K. For your full unadulterated creative vision.
So that's the issue, is like, I don't know if I had Pyrocynical money, I don't know if I would say yes or no to that.
Oh yeah, he's a billionaire.
He's a billionaire.
Yeah, he's a billionaire.
Me right now would say no, that I would have to change it. because it's 80K. Like,
I remember
sorry.
I did that a bunch. Like I'd be editing. I'm like, oh, this song is literally perfectly ending, and then it's like, fuck, keeps getting copyright strike. All right, off to the YouTube audio free library.
Yeah. That's funny.
That's the sign of defeat. A defeated man goes to the YouTube audio library.
That's very true. Very
defeated
true.
but successful. Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts on waiving your creative freedom for monetary purposes?
I will never do an ad in my life on my main channel. I'm sorry, I won't.
That makes one of us.
That's why I'm starting a Patreon soon. Plug.
Wait, hang on, Luke. Sorry, real quick. The following episode is sponsored. No, I'm kidding. Imagine though, how perfect of a segue would that be?
That'd be awesome. We're sponsored by Raycon.
Yo, I'd love to get sponsored by Raycon. No, who should I get? Doritos sponsor me.
Doritos. That'd be a good fit. Oh yeah, this firework will sponsor me. But I just like the way my videos are formatted. I just can't imagine an ad being put in it.
The only way I could think of it possibly working for you is if the video was about the ad. Like, I know some YouTubers are doing that where, like, the entire video, like, they'll create a story around the ad and be like, okay, well, I'll make a video about this topic that sort of relates to it, and just, like, subtly put, like, my my promo code in there, you know?
Right. Well, I know Scott the Waz, some people were mad at him because he made a video about Raid Shadow Legends. And the whole video was like a satirical take on like mobile gaming and like ads on YouTube and shit like that. But people thought it was actually sponsored, but it wasn't. That's the thing, is like I can't even say Raid Shadow Legends and people would be like, this dude's motherfucking sponsored.
I had a chill go down my spine when you said it. I got scared.
Right.
Yeah. It's like speaking of Voldemort's name.
I know. But I just like, I thought to myself, I was like, the only way I can imagine an ad working my video is if like I have some like joke where I'm like, I'm gonna sit down and watch TV, and I turn on a commercial and it's like, hey, you want to buy fucking headphones or some shit like that. But I just don't think that like that would be so like, I don't know. I don't think that'd be funny because people would like catch on as like, oh, this is like actually an ad.
Yeah.
You know?
It'd be funnier if it was like a commercial, because like since it's like
a
show,
fake commercial.
Yeah,
right.
you do like a commercial. That'd be kind of funny. Mm-hmm. Like, we interrupt your LukeOnDemand broadcasting for a word from our sponsor.
Right.
That'd be kind of silly.
So, I don't think I'll ever do ads. I'm going to rely on whatever the YouTube money will give me in the future and Patreon people.
Plug your Patreon. Yeah. Give us an elevator pitch for the Patreon.
The Patreon that is non-existent right now. There will be 2 tiers. A $1 tier where you're just chipping in, but you do get access to Patreon-only updates and a Discord server. And there's a $5 tier where that is where all the behind-the-scenes and exclusive content is. So if you just want a Discord server and updates from me that don't go on Twitter, check out the $1 tier. And then the $5 tier, that's where I actually make things for it.
Content.
Yeah, that's where I make content for Patreon.
And you also have your Luke Archive channel. What do you plan on doing with Luke Archive?
Shitpost.
All right, that's fair.
It's gonna be shitpost, and maybe if I want to make like a serious video that isn't music related, like if I want to do like like a Drew Gooden type beat, I'll just go on that channel and make it.
Okay.
But like that will be very like second priority. The only video I have planned for that is I need to do a basketball shoes with only my voice.
That is correct. You do need to do that.
Yeah, and I was going to start doing that literally as soon as I got home.
That is good. If you'd like to know why he's doing that, watch every single episode of the Good Enough Podcast. You'll find out eventually.
Every single episode.
You'll find out eventually. It's there somewhere. Speaking of every single episode, one thing that I found interesting is, cartoon characters, right? Mm-hmm. They have, some people, if we're moving away from cartoon characters, some people are like, yeah, I would never wear the same thing twice on the internet. Never. Ever in a million years. And you're the living embodiment of a cartoon character because you wear the exact same fucking thing in every single one of your videos.
Not every single one.
Pretty much every single one of your videos.
I'd say large majority I'm wearing the same shirt.
That blue fucking shirt.
Yeah, which I don't even own anymore.
You don't own it?
No, I don't have it anymore.
What?
No. it got holes on the top, and I was like, I gotta throw this away.
Don't throw it away. That's the season 1 shirt, dude. Keep it, frame it, do something.
Nah,
bro,
dude,
that's
gross.
fucked.
It was
Come
gross.
on.
If I find a shirt that looks like it, I'll keep wearing it. But I was gonna change shirts actually. That that's a funny thing. As I thought about it, like whenever I first started, I was like, do I want to wear the same shirt every single video? And then the more I thought about it, I was like, I don't, but I'll put it in every single thumbnail because it's funny. So people think I'm gonna wear that shirt every time.
Yeah, why is it the same thumbnail every single time?
Consistency.
Well, not same thumbnail, but like same.
Yeah, the same
pose.
format.
Yeah.
Just consistency. I think it looks nice. Plus, like if you think about it, like if like for season 2, I'm gonna change the thumbnail layout. For anyone that is new to the channel, they'll be like, oh, like this is for season 2 versus season 1 or something like that. So it's just dumb stuff like that.
It's not dumb
Just
stuff.
formatting. Well, it's formatting stuff. It's like how a YouTuber like for 2021 will have a different thumbnail layout where they use a circle, or like in 2022 they use squares or something like that, or it's blue this season, and then it's pink or some shit like that. I originally thought I was gonna I originally thought I was gonna change colors this season, and then I was like, nah, I like pink. Yeah. I thought I was going to too, and then I was like, I like pink. And
can we say what color it was gonna be?
Green. It was gonna be green.
I thought it was gonna be baby blue. You told me.
No, I decided on green.
Piece
and then
of
I was
shit.
like,
I thought it was baby blue.
Be pink.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna kill you in real life. So.
All right. It's gonna stay pink, guys. I like pink. I think pink is a very underrated color.
I know, and I think it works. This sounds dumb. I think it works nice with my brand.
It's like, don't
Playful.
take this the wrong way. I was gonna say soft, but like
no. Like seriously,
Yeah.
that's what I'm going for. Yeah,
soft,
because it's not supposed to be. It's not like intense music review or like stuff like that. It's just like, haha, we're gonna laugh and have a good time.
Yeah. One thing I want to talk about where you did not laugh and have a good time. You had a little beef with an artist you talked about. Is that correct? And I don't think you've talked about this anywhere. Panchico?
I'm confused. Oh yeah, this is so funny.
Panchico.
I did not have a beef with Panchico.
Explain the whole situation.
All right, I'll explain. So I made a video about Panchico. It was a good video. Panchico is a band from the UK that had a whole thing where the music, they made 2 EPs back in the year 2000 and 2001. It went lost, but somehow on the internet they like found like a shitty version of it, and then the band reunited, and now they are back and better than ever making music and shit. However, recently the band has only been focusing on those album or the EPs that came out in 2000 and 2001 instead of making new music. And I love those EPs, but at the end of my video I said something like please stop like focusing on your old stuff and make new music. It's getting really annoying. And it came off bitter, but I just played it up for the camera, obviously. But the band watched the video, and I was like, oh my god. They sent me a DM and everything, told me they loved the video. I was like, thanks. And then I like freaked out because I was like, oh my god, they're gonna think I hate them. And so I sent a long message thanking them, how happy I was that they watched the video. And then I explained, I was like, hey, by the way, I was just joking at the end of the video whenever I was saying all that stuff. Like, I said that's actually my thoughts, but I played it up, played up the anger. I'm not actually angry at you guys doing that. And then they said something along the lines of, haha, no, we understood. We thought it was very funny. And then that was that.
So it wasn't even really you kind of.
No, it wasn't even a beef. I freaked out.
Yeah,
I didn't say it was beef. I never said it was beef.
But it's catchy. Like if there's like
I gotta hype up the story
a slight disagreement that I thought they had, but they actually didn't. That doesn't roll off the tongue as well as beef.
Yeah, you gotta have like the catchy like grab.
Yeah,
it's like a YouTube. It's like a YouTube.
The Big Fish Podcast clip channel. Come on.
It's
LukeOnDemand's beef with Panchico.
Nah, think about it. That'd be awesome.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Yep. That's it. That's
Thanks,
the whole
Luke.
story.
Appreciate it. I thought you were gonna
no problem, man.
Go a little deeper. So Panchico, you know for a fact, has watched your videos. I know
Panchico has 100% watched my videos.
Has any other artists that you did watch your videos, like J. Cole, Eminem? Have they reached out saying thank you?
No, they haven't. Sadly,
damn,
they have not. I do think part of me, this is not confirmed at all, but part of me wants to believe Black Midi has seen the video I made about them because I promoted it everywhere.
Yeah.
And Cameron Picton like stalks the subreddit. I'm pretty sure. So like, and my post did relatively well on there. So I'd be, I not even the whole thing, but like if they were just like, oh, who's this random ass dude talking
They've
about?
at least seen the thumbnail, right? At least.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. But the only one that's guaranteed is Panchico.
On the Black Midi subreddit, you're also kind of popular on the Black Midi subreddit. Yes, you have a video that went semi-viral with the Black Midi subreddit.
It was just a visualizer explaining the title behind 953.
Well, they've at least seen that. They've definitely seen that.
But the thing that's funny about that is some dude was like, I love this video. I'm going to put it on the Genius page of 953. I was like, awesome. So I'm forever on the Genius page for the song 953 by Black Midi. However, when he originally put it on there, he said Redditor LukeOnDemand. Ooh. And I was like, no. So I went to him and I was like, I was like, please say YouTuber, please, for the love of God, you're going to make me sound like a virgin, like I'm not already am. And then he was like, oh, sure. And then he changed it immediately.
Oh, is it changed?
Yeah, it's YouTuber now.
All right, here, let me look. We're going to do a live.
What if he changed it back?
App. Yeah, he changed it back to, he's like, yeah, fuck this virgin.
The Genius app sucks. Can I say that? The Genius app is very laggy. It's
laggy, but you can do the funny thing where it's like, you can take a line out of a song and like put like a funny image behind it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That shit fun as fuck.
It's funny.
I'm looking through right now.
We should do that, but with Auntie Diaries by Kendrick.
What part would I take out?
Oh, you know.
I don't know.
I think everyone knows.
Can you say it?
I'm not gonna say it.
Damn, I just kind of had for Wordle. Fuck. All right, we're back.
Capitalism.
We're back and better than ever. All right, hang on. I can't read. You guys gotta cut me some slack. Damn, this Genius app does fucking suck. Oh my god, it doesn't.
It really does suck.
All right, wait.
It might be in the about section.
I'm looking, and maybe can I read? Luke, help! I'm choking. Help me.
It's probably in the about section.
Okay, I'm going on the website. Sorry, guys. Don't you worry. We'll get to the bottom of this. Kerfuffle.
In the meantime, Jake, give me something to talk about while you're looking at that.
What's your favorite color?
Pink.
Why?
It's nice. It looks good. I like it. It's colorful.
Hot pink or muted pink? I know the answer, but like, why muted pink?
Light pink.
Why?
Yeah. Hot pink is too bold, in my opinion. I like a muted pink. I like more pastel colors, like that muted type of color. I think it just is more visually appealing, and it gives off more of a soft.
Yeah, you do strike me as a muted color palette type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I don't know if that's a rude sentence to.
Screw you, man. I'm
sorry.
That's fine.
Hang on, dude. I'm literally frying right now, dude.
Oh my god, this is just like a good enough podcast episode.
I don't see it.
All right, well, it should be there. Jake, put it in post.
Oh fuck. And if nothing showed up, then the Redditor was lying. Oh shit! All right, there we go.
Wait, you found it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Should I read the whole thing?
You can if you want. Yeah, sure.
The title refers to the section where 3/4 of the way into the song, starting at the 3-minute, 37-second mark, where the same 3 notes are repeated 9 times, 5 times, and then again 3 times. Here's a demonstration by YouTuber LukeOnDemand on Reddit.
Yeah, on Reddit.
He had to slide on Reddit in there, so he knew that you're not the big shit on campus that you think you are.
Right. No. Yeah. Definitely.
Just because you're on Genius. Oh, cool, dude. You made it on Genius.
On Reddit.
Fucking disgusting.
Reddit.
So, speaking of Reddit and stuff that grinds our gears, this is a question I like bringing to the table because most of people will have a response for this. Luke, I fucking guarantee will have a response for this. What's a comment that's just been grinding your gears? What's just been noodling up there that you wanna spit out?
Oh man, I think I got one. I'm gonna look on my phone. Real
God
quick,
damn, so many, bro. I just get so much hate and I don't know why.
Oh man. There was one, I think, on the J. Cole video that. Well, this one. This is from a fan, so I won't say who it is because you can just go find it. I don't have that many comments on the video, but it says, "Luke, I love you, but J. Cole is so fucking uninteresting that I can't finish the video."
That's not even like a bad comment, you know.
But like, come on, like it's like you can't even say like because I never do I once say like this is. I'm gonna play J. Cole's song in full or something like that. I'm talking the entire. It's me.
It's a reaction video. He's just reacting to KOD 7 times in a row.
Yeah, exactly. And then I responded to the comment. I said, "How do you think I felt?"
Yeah,
I had to make it. That one has been grinding my gears. I also got another one where I don't know why, but it was hilarious to me and it just got stuck in my head. Some random dude just said, "The disrespect" on the J. Cole video. That's all he said.
The disrespect.
Then a dude who wasn't even subscribed to the channel, all he said was cap. That's all he said.
I did see that. It said cap.
That's like the equivalent of like, I don't know. I was telling my cousin this, but I find it so funny that I was like, I put a year into working on this video. It's like so much work has gone into it that any person on YouTube can just click on the video and go mid.
Yeah, L plus
Just
ratio.
like, yeah, it's just like video sucks.
That's kind of why I feel bad for like shitting on like small artists. Like I feel bad because like they definitely put a lot of time. They don't have a lot of manpower. It's usually like a 1 person, maybe 2 people max team.
Right.
And if you're just like, yeah, 5 out of 10 minutes, fuck, you know. Whereas movies, I don't really get that vibe because movies, you need like a studio to make a movie.
Right,
so you can shit on it.
right. Well, you don't need to, but like for it to get to the theaters,
Yeah, but and if it doesn't get to the theater, there's at least more than like 7
One
people
guy
making a
doing
movie.
it.
Yeah, unless
Right.
you're fucking what's the guy? The Killer Bean guy. What's his name?
I don't know.
I don't know. You know Killer Bean?
Oh no, I do.
Yeah,
I forgot what his name is.
That was made by one guy.
That's amazing.
He did
Those
the
movies
voices,
are incredible.
He did the voices. He did the music. He did the.
That's so funny.
He did the motion.
Didn't he
capture.
work on like a huge?
Yeah, he
movie?
did the motion capture for fucking Matrix.
Really?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
He did the fight scenes for it. That's why the fight scenes are so fucking awesome in Killer Bean.
That's sick as hell.
Guys, go watch
actually.
Killer Bean. That's a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite movie, Luke?
Probably Good Will Hunting. Probably.
Why? Because fucking ants from up there. Unoriginal.
No.
Unoriginal.
No. It's
He
because
listened
it's a
to
great
Black Country
movie.
New Road and he's like, man, I love this album so much. What's the nearest movie that sounds like this?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
What are you thinking of the music this far into the year 2022?
It's been really good. I like it. I like it a lot. I haven't listened to enough though. I've
Yeah.
not listened to that much music from
I'm
this
kind of
year.
getting that vibe. What's your favorite album so far? We're in June
Black
right
Country
now.
New Road. Black Country New Road. Sorry,
Ooh.
it has to be.
Ooh.
Ants from up there, baby. Raw Datafield, close second.
That is good, correct answer, everyone.
Yes! Raw data feel.
Yeah.
Everything. Frick, I love that album.
Hey Jake.
Hey, what?
You want to get into spoiler talk?
I'd love to get into spoiler talk, Luke. It's almost like you read my notes and we're almost like a full hour into this. Oh my god.
Oh my lord.
So, Luke, season 1 is completed. You've wrapped it, you've said cut, and you're having a nice little celebration with all your producers on an island. Now, the fun really begins with season 2. What can you tell the listening audience about season 2 of Luke on Demand that will stay the same color?
There will be a different thumbnail layout.
That's crazy.
No way.
I will say that you will see some recurring characters from season 1. When I say some, I mean 1 or 2. I will also say the story will be a lot more convoluted this time around.
Even more convoluted.
Well, I don't think season 1 was really that convoluted.
Nah, it was good.
Like, well, I guess we're in spoiler talk now. Like, what did you find convoluted? Did you think season 1 was convoluted?
Nah, I was doing a bit. You're fine.
All right, yeah. Season 2 is going to be way more, not confusing, but it's just going to be more happening.
Layered, let's say.
Yeah, it's going to be a
It'll
bit more layered.
Okay.
Another thing too, I want to say nothing from season 1 will be carrying over onto season 2. Like there will not be like if anyone thinks Punk Revolution now, aka Lil Baby Fan 123, is going to be the main villain, that is not the case. That is a one-off gag for the end of the season 1. So, Lil Baby video is not actually happening. Sorry to break it to you all. I did tell Jake I thought it would be very funny if I did that.
That'd be the first video.
Mm-hmm.
I do know what the first video is.
Yeah, I told
Do you
Jake.
feel comfortable revealing? Maybe not the first video or any of the 5 videos. What do you feel? How are you feeling? Will you spill the beans?
I can say this just because I already led into it from season 1. One of the first 5 episodes will be about The Ooze by King Cruel. So one of those will be about The Ooze because I talked about King Cruel in the past, and I said I'm going to talk about these 3 albums, and then I just didn't because I wanted to start it back in season 2. So
I totally forgot that I feel like you've already made a video on The Ooze, but it was of 6 feet.
It was
Beneath the Moon.
6 feet beneath the moon.
Yes, correct. So we got The Ooze. Is there any other going to be skit videos that you have planned?
Yes. I have a couple skit videos planned. That's all I can say.
That's all you could say. You're bound by the.
Do you want to
NDA.
talk about spoiler season 1 stuff? Do you have any questions for me, Jakey Poo?
Well, I would like to get a little deeper. However, you do have a video coming up where you do a Q&A with the viewing audience.
That's okay. We can talk about some stuff here. I can reiterate it on that. This is more of like a bro talk.
More bro
We're having a gay
talk.
old time.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of answered all my spoiler questions that I had. I was more thinking about season 2 that I'm curious about. But for spoilers, I think I don't want to lead too much on. I think just the season 1 finale is a very well-made video. It's a very long video, and it stayed consistently well through the entire length of it.
I was so stressed about that. I was afraid there was going to be a part that
that's
was
not
like,
worth it. Then goddamn it, I don't know what is.
Do you have any like, I don't know, like story bits that you want to know about season 1? I don't know. I feel like I'm asking you now.
No, I think I'm gonna leave that open-ended. Whereas, if someone's asking the creator of what's a good movie? Breaking Bad. Someone is asking the creator of Breaking Bad, and you're just gonna say, "Watch the show," you know?
Yeah.
Do you have anything you'd like to sprinkle in that you feel has not been represented enough, or you want to have represented
in season 1?
Yeah.
I will say, because I guess we are in spoiler talks now. If you want a 100% like complete narrative that makes 100% total sense, you go over to the J. Cole Fan 128 YouTube channel. There is now a public playlist there. It's called the J. Cole Saga, which is what I've dubbed season 1 of Luke on Demand, or the J. Cole Fan 128 Saga. It is every single video from season 1, including every J. Cole Fan 128 and also Lil Baby Fan 123 video, all in chronological order of the story. So you can watch it with the J. Cole Fan videos, and it will make 100% total sense. Because actually, there's a bunch of things in the J. Cole video that he says one-off that I thought people would be like, oh, like, this is a callback to that channel. Like, if you go to the top 5 J. Cole albums, he says KOD is his favorite album, and then in the J. Cole video, he says, Luke, you're talking about my favorite album now, KOD, or something like that. Also, the fact that Folding Clothes... Also the thing when he did top 5 favorite songs, he said Folding Clothes. Folding Clothes was his favorite song, and he said my mom really liked it. Past tense, really liked it. Leading to no one noticed that I had hinted that his mom was dead the whole time. So,
is that sentence out of context? Probably quite confusing.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's played up for goofs and gaffs.
Yeah, it's funny, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's for a joke. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Were there any jokes?
That's all I'll say. Like, if you're really interested, if you didn't really care about spoiler talk and you haven't watched it, just watch it from beginning to end. You can watch it on my channel, or you can watch it on the J. Cole channel where I have that playlist. That's all I'll really plug, because I don't know. Even though they're intentionally shitty videos, I put like way too much like lore analysis into those J. Cole videos for them to be unnoticed by the majority of people who watch my videos. So.
I think it's really funny that I didn't even think about that could be like, you know how Star Wars they have like, oh, watch the movies in this order to get like a different story.
Right.
Watch the series with these additional videos to get more lore. I didn't even think about that.
That's what I was doing. And well, I guess this is not additional lore, but there's also like other like channels that people didn't check out, like in internet drama. Where it was I Hate LukeOnDemand guy, where I made up that fake character to like roast me or whatever. You can go on YouTube and there's the full 5-minute video that I Hate LukeOnDemand guy made, and like has under 100 views.
I think I have seen
like,
that video actually.
Yeah, I'm very proud of that. That's probably one of my favorite jokes from the season, just that full video. And then also there was the other one where for the vlog channel, it was a vlog on demand. You can see all the full vlogs that were from that skit on that channel, plus some other ones that we filmed afterwards. So,
are you ever gonna bring back the vlog channel, or is that just on?
I'm just gonna continue. I'm gonna continually edit it or add to it whenever I want.
I was gonna say, please, that's very fun.
Yeah, I know. I was just gonna like keep adding to it. Like I might add one tonight. I don't know.
Do it.
Sure, I might. Let's do it.
Just like go to. Oh, you're not at the beach anymore. Damn it.
Yeah.
Did you record fucking your review?
I recorded a clip at the beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're talking about Good Enough Podcast.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I'd say just like if season 1 really enamored you, or you want to get into season 1 and you don't want to miss out on all like the stuff that I did, just look at all the bonus stuff that I like added in the background. There's like a bunch of random shit like that I'm pretty proud of.
To hold folks over until season 2, can you give us, I know you kind of already gave a date, but will we have to wait 6 months until the start of season 2?
No, you won't.
Or at least another upload?
No, so another upload will be very soon. I'm making a Q&A actually for season 1. It's going to be all about season 1 stuff. I plan on doing that at the end of each season, doing a big Q&A.
Yeah, that's smart.
For the
it's going to be in character?
No, it's out of character. Yeah. But yeah, I think that if you want to ask questions, you can ask me over at Twitter or on Instagram. Send me a DM asking questions. I had a little question poll, but it's already gone, so you can just send me questions. My community tab on YouTube, I have a thing asking for questions. I'm probably gonna film that here in like 2 to 3 days. So
right. This will probably go up on Tuesday. I believe Tuesdays.
Yeah, that'll be fine. 2 to 3 days.
Tuesdays are the fucking what's it called, the big fish days, as I like to call it. Tuesdays are the big fish days.
Yeah,
and I'm feeling good. Luke, you feeling good right now?
I'm feeling great, man. I'm happy. I'm so happy to get this done.
I was gonna say, you must feel just relieved.
I'm relieved to get it done, and like if I can be like actually sentimental for a second, I legitimately almost teared up after the video was done because so many people were DMing me, texting me, like people my friends in real life, people on the internet were DMing me, messaging me on Twitter, tagging me, posting me on their stories in the live chat, saying that it was like a masterpiece. It was like everything they'd want it to be. I'm not trying to like toot my own horn, but like that's what people said, and it just meant a lot that like I can take 6 months to not post and make a video like that, and people are still impressed with it. So thank you, everyone. It legitimately means so much because I don't think any other person with 1K subs can say something like that, you know?
Yeah. Luke,
yeah.
Where can people find you?
You can go over to LukeOnDemand, all one word, on YouTube. And on Twitter and Instagram, LukeOnDemand YT. And the Good Enough Podcast.
The Good Enough Podcast, there we go. That's what we're waiting for. And Luke Archive and Vlog on Demand and
yeah, that's right. more so Luke's video archive. That's just gonna be my shitpost second channel from now on. And my Patreon. that will be coming up soon. So yeah.
All right, Luke, we're about to end this Big Fish podcast. Before I throw you over the side of the boat, you got any last words? That's fine. If you don't have any last words, that's cool. I got some final words, however. My words are thank you for watching the Good Enough... fuck. I did it. Oh,
I was trying to
did
stay character.
I did it.
No, you broke me.
I knew
That's
that was
funny.
going to happen. Thank you for
That's
watching the Big Fish podcast. It's been a while since I've done this. I apologize. Thank you for watching the Big Fish podcast. I appreciate it. I'm sure Luke appreciates it too.
I do.
All
Thank
the
you.
links that Luke mentioned will be down below, along with the major streaming services videos, the links for Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever I heard that. What's it called? There's a Podbean or something. There's some like third one creeping up the side of the streaming service legs. So check it out there. They're available everywhere. And if you're watching the opposite, if you're on streaming services, the link will be in the description for the YouTube video series, where there is now video on this
Actual
one anyway.
video. It's not just an audio waveform.
Not just a WAV file and not just a funny gradient background. I don't know if this will stay. Depends on how much work this ends up being. We will go from there. But I appreciate watching the Big Fish podcast. I'll keep everyone updated on the release pattern for Big Fish because I'd like to make this more of a thing because I enjoy Big Fish. It's some of my favorite branding. It's something fun
and I
to do.
enjoy it too.
And Luke enjoys it too, as a matter of fact. So check out Luke's podcast, Releasing Small Birds.
Yep. It's my brand new podcast.
It's Luke's brand new podcast, Releasing Small Birds. Kind of fits your vibe, actually, if I'm being honest.
Does.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching this episode, the 32nd episode of the Big Fish podcast. And as long as you remember that Luke on Demand Season 2 will not take 6 months to be released, then you're good to go. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and have a pleasant day.